Have you ever thought about adding servers for previous expansions as they were then?
No. And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do, but you don't.
You are not prepared! So that was a fucking lie.
17 years ago, a game came along that revolutionized the MMO space by not only draining your wallet through a subscription fee, but also representing the absolute bottom of the barrel gameplay-wise. All right, we're talking absolute trash here. World of Warcraft got a lot of people addicted to it because they employed the same tactics that drug dealers do. The first hit's free. They give you the 15 or 30-day free trial, and then at that point, they expect you to pony up $15 a month to continue to play their paltry little garbage-ass product. But they designed a gameplay loop that rewards low-level thinkers by watching the number go up on their character level and hooking them with quests that are literally the definition of grindy. Literally busy work in video game form. The first live service game, World of Warcraft, complete trash, has been trash for the last 17 years. But Blizzard, and later Activision Blizzard, they believe in bleeding the consumer dry. They believe in pumping out as much low-effort content as they possibly can into World of Warcraft so that they can squeeze a little extra money out of their diluted-ass player base and line their fucking pockets. World of Warcraft has been on life support a long time, people. This game, I don't personally know anybody who has played World of Warcraft since 2008. Most people bailed on that shit before it got as bad as it is today. I will say that Legion, I came back for Legion, shockingly good. Legion was peak World of Warcraft. It was better than Wrath of the Lich King, better than Burning Crusade. Legion, when they gave you the ability to skyrocket and auto-level your character up, some of the best content World of Warcraft has ever had. Then they came back and ruined it with Battle for Azeroth. The point I'm trying to make here is that World of Warcraft, aside from a very few peaks, has been mostly low valleys and mediocre gameplay. What the fuck did this have to do with the original Warcraft series anyway? Warcraft started out as a strategic RTS that high IQ individuals such as myself used to wake up and play first thing in the morning to stimulate our brain. Now, it wasn't terribly challenging. Because again, people like me, we operate on the highest capacity possible upstairs. All right, so we were able to blow through the campaign in a matter of a few hours. But still, it was an experience, an RTS experience that you weren't going to get anywhere else. All right, Command and Conquer's for fucking kids. And what the hell else was there back then? Warcraft was designed for high IQ individuals like me to get on and fucking own. All right, and I did. And then they released this trash World of Warcraft. Pulled back camera, but a third-person perspective. Real-time combat. And we're looking at this like, what the fuck is this in 2004? They should have never titled it World of Warcraft. It should have been World of Borecraft. Because honestly, trying to read the lore and trying to get into this world, they've released books. I started one of the Warcraft books. That shit put me out like a fucking light. I shit you not. I did not get past the first page of the prologue. And I was sitting in my office chair, my lazy boy. My fucking wife came in. She's like, you fell asleep? It's only 6 p.m. I looked down. The book was sitting on my chest. That shit knocked me out. It was like someone loaded me up with anesthesia. I was out like a fucking light. Took a good 30-minute nap after that. Since then, I just use it whenever I would normally take melatonin. I'll read a page of the Warcraft book and I'll be out like a fucking light. Point we're trying to make here, people, is that the Warcraft universe was not that enthralling to begin with. But you got people addicted to it through this oddly enough, I can't figure out why people are so addicted to it, but this fucking grind fest where you have to literally spend the majority of your day in the game doing the same fetch quests, the same boring ass missions, the dungeons. Oh my god, the dungeons are the worst aspect of World of Warcraft, and as you watch that lovely little level counter continue to grow, eventually you can do raids where you need to dedicate and coordinate with your guild entire fucking 24-hour blocks to complete these raids. We are talking not a job at this point. World of Warcraft is not even a full-time job. It's goddamn slavery. You are paying to be a slave. Now, how backwards is that shit? All right? That is fucked up, man. But years go by, decades go by, they keep milking away. Activision, Blizzard noticed their player base dropping because people are wisening the fuck up. They're starting to realize that paying to be a slave to a game to watch an arbitrary number go up isn't worth the $15 a month. Isn't maybe worth your hard-earned fucking cash to sit here and play in a world that is not compelling with gameplay that literally insults the player. All right? Grind quest, fuck off. So, they see everybody online talking about how nostalgic the original World of Warcraft was. Never mind the fact that they were a teenager with no responsibilities who begged mommy and daddy to purchase them a subscription, and they felt like the cool kid on the block, a fucking badass when they got their subscription. They got their level 90 elf or whatever the fuck they're playing as. Never mind the rose-colored glasses, people. World of Warcraft Classic is so good and they ruined it. All these modern changes. God damn it, I want to take a long time to put a party together for a dungeon. I don't want it to be instant. They got angry. They started attacking Blizzard for making these modernized changes, for keeping up with the times, because holy fuck, World of Warcraft is ancient. It is literally a retro game at this point. It is from the same generation that the original Xbox and PS2 were in, so fuck them for trying to keep up with the times, right? No, we're going to reminisce about how great it used to be. Well, they fucking listened. Now, I don't actually blame Activision for the first part of this. They were responding to a player request. There were literally petitions made to get vanilla World of Warcraft back. And so they did, and people loved it. With a very large asterisk. With the biggest fucking asterisk you can imagine. What do we do from here? Do we update World of Warcraft Classic? Do we leave it alone? Well, they sat back on their fat, rich asses and watched. Player counts started dropping again. I wonder why. It certainly couldn't be the possibility that everybody was breathing nostalgia from 2004, forgetting how shitty that time period in general was for gaming, forgetting that they had no responsibilities, and forgetting that no matter how much culture you embrace yourself in from your childhood and teenage years, you grew up, you faced the realities of the world, and you will never be happy. No, that couldn't possibly be it. No, the problem here lies in that people are just getting tired of vanilla World of Warcraft again. Better shovel the updates out. Yep, I can picture it right now. Blizzard employees literally being put into a chain gang, holding shovels, forced to shovel out updates, literally copy and pasted from 2004. The same shit. And that, folks, is how we arrive at World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic. An absolutely dilapidated piece of dog shit. This one actually was shot in the head, killed, taken out back, and buried 10 feet deep many years ago. Now, they've dug out the fucking rotting corpse of World of Warcraft Burning Crusade, and they're about to sell it to you again. Holy shit. You people are falling for the same shit, hook, line, and sinker that you fell for a decade ago, and they're going to keep doing it. This is the genius. And this is why I say I can't blame Activision Blizzard for the entire thing. If I could do something over and over again, minimal effort, and get paid for it, who the fuck wouldn't do that? We're talking copy and paste. This is literally like going into Excel, copying and pasting information, and getting paid for it. It's fucking printing money for them. They're banking on people's nostalgia. We're going to see Wrath of the Lich King Classic next. They're going to keep going all the way through the expansions. That'll take them another decade or so. And by the time they get where they are now, it's like they're splitting off into two different timelines. They'll continue to release expansions for the current World of Warcraft, and then there's the classic World of Warcraft. By the time we get to where we are now in the classic line, the next generation of kids growing up with this shit now will be feeling nostalgic, and they'll want to fire up some fucking Legion Classic. They'll want to fire up Battle for Azeroth Classic. Cha-ching! Start the fucking cycle over again. Now we've got 3. We've got World of Warcraft Classic, taking it all the way back to 2004. We've got World of Warcraft Legion Classic for the folks who want to stay in that timeline. And we still have the current World of Warcraft that they're not labeling Classic, continuing to pump out expansions. You do this every decade, they're literally going to have a money printing machine. And that is actually the genius of this whole thing. They will continue to there's no way they can fail. It's fail-proof. They're banking on you deciding that World of Warcraft was greater yesterday, last year, last decade, and being willing to pony up the fucking dough for it. And you idiots are going to do it. Absolutely disrespectful, not just to your fellow gamers, but to humanity as a whole. All right? You ever hear this saying, the poor man pays twice? Well, you dumb motherfuckers are going to pay 3, 4, 5 times over for the same shit you already played. Let me give you an example. Let me give you a real-life lesson as to how this applies. Take Capcom. Yeah, greedy-ass Capcom with their shitty games that are overrated, yet the internet seems to love. They are the internet's darling. Their awesome redemption story about how they were brought back from the brink of bankruptcy. Look at what they've done to Resident Evil 4. They have literally shoehorned and strung along that game in its most basic form for, at this point, 17 years as well. They continue to re-release it for generations of consoles. It was even on mobile at one point. I shit you not. Go look it up. It was horrible. It was the worst port job I've ever seen. But they did it because people were willing to pay for it. First, people just wanted to play it in HD. Then people wanted to play it at 60 frames. And now the demand's so high, they're remaking the fucking game just like that low-ass level port job that they did to Resident Evil 2. They definitely should not have called that a remake. That was a port job if I had ever seen one. A very poor port job at that. And now they're remaking Resident Evil 4 to bank on your nostalgia. I bought Resident Evil 4 once on the platform that it was originally intended for, iOS, and I didn't like it. I never played Resident Evil 4 again. I never bought Resident Evil 4 again. I damn sure wasn't lining up to give Capcom my money for a game that I already played. But you morons will, just like you will do to Blizzard for World of Warcraft, Legion Classic, World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth Classic down the road. Just like you're chomping at the bit to pump in your credit card information for World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic. Humanity never fails to disappoint, and humanity never fails to stoop to even further lows. When I think that you've hung yourself at the lowest point you possibly can, turns out you kick out the floor and there's a basement beneath that you're willing to seep to get your grubby little paws on something that can get you a slice of your childhood, a fucking piece. It'll take you back to a fonder time. You idiots just don't realize you'll never capture that magic. You have it, and then it's gone. That's your life lesson for today, all right? Stop paying for shit that you think is going to recapture the magic of your childhood. Turns out, A, your childhood wasn't that fucking magical. And B, there was nothing that great about that content to begin with. Gaming and movies and everything else I do reviews for have only improved over time, and they're the best they've ever been right now. World of Warcraft Burning Crusade is an absolute joke. If you are paying for World of Warcraft, be it classic or otherwise, in the year 2021 or anything for the last 7 years, you're a fucking idiot. You are the problem with the gaming industry, and you deserve to have everything go wrong for you. Because only idiots, only simpletons would continue to pay for a product they've already experienced. World of Warcraft, I said earlier, was on life support. Your fucking money is keeping it alive. Stop paying them, the game goes away. Stop paying them, they eventually have to put forth some effort into a new product or fold as a company. So I implore you, dear viewer, speak with your motherfucking wallet. Show them that you're tired of being treated like absolute trash and disrespected, looked at as only a number, and cancel your subscription. There are World of Warcraft addiction helplines still out there. There are World of Warcraft recovery groups. And there's damn sure a lot of free-to-play games that give you a better experience at what World of Warcraft once was than the pile of trash, the resurrected, zombified corpse that we're seeing today. Smarten up, people. I know you can do it. You're on this channel because you want help. All you need to do is listen to what I have to say. Your life is going to get immensely better, and your bank account's going to look a lot healthier. And as an addendum, if you insist on spending $14.99 a month, cancel the World of Warcraft subscription anyway and kick it on over to your boy Dead Metal, who just helped you out with a major addiction problem at www.patreon.com/dead_metal.